Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Another little item gear review. This time on the Condor Molle Pocket Pouch. Nice little item that I've seen a lot of people talk about. Finally got around to picking up. Had this one for a while, just have not done a review on it. These things are quite affordable. Little mini pack, if you will, for EDC or camping or just messing around out in the backyard, whatever. Put a lot of gear in this for lightweight stuff. Again, not a 72-hour kit, not a day kit, but interesting. Got a lot of possibilities. They're relatively affordable, about 10 bucks a piece, maybe 12, 13 if you look around. Stats on this thing overall, it's 7 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and if you puff it out all the way, about 3/4 of an inch deep, if you will. Comes in, I believe, 4 colors. This is obviously black. I believe they have ACU, a forest green, and some other color. I can't remember. But this one's the black. Black slimming. I couldn't figure out what else color to get, so I figured why not. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but they all come with a little patch on the American flag of various colors. This is a green little American flag that comes off if you want it to. If you want to add something else there, some other flashing or you know, blood type or something like that with some more useful information, that's fine. I think I'll leave that right there. Let's talk about the outside of this thing first. You got this little mesh pouch here up front. Hopefully you can see that there. It's got a nice chunk of Velcro holding that in place. Runs a long way down. You can actually pull that bit of Velcro out. You see that there. So that can secure quite well. So even if you need to pull this thing out a bit and bulge it with a lot of gear, you can still attach that Velcro in there. So not a huge pouch there, but still. Snake bite kit, Benadryl, Tylenol, that type of stuff. You know, basic little stuff you need to get to quick. Cigarette lighter, small pocket knife, whatever you got. That's going to do well right there. That's the only storage on the outside. Let me show you on the back end. You got 1-inch molle webbing there. I'm not going to unsnap that because I'm sure you guys know how that works. Got a little loop up here, which is a nice little carry handle if you got to grab a hold of it or something like that. But you could also put a carabiner through that and loop it over your belt or belt loop or your main pack if you needed to. So that's a nice little addition right there. Very sturdy, well stitched. Don't know if you can see it there, but that's not going anywhere. This is going to take a lot of abuse. So zipper pouch at the top. You got 2 zippers with pull tabs on it, as you can see there. Let's unzip it all the way. Lays open very nicely here. Let's get that in camera so you can see it. First things that jump out at you, even though it's a little black, it's kind of hard to see. Hopefully you can see this here. Got a lanyard here for attachment and one here. Now these are not identical. This one here on my left, which would be your right, is notably longer by a few inches. Can't see that there, but trust me. This one is a rounded cordage. It does not have any springiness to it. Neither of them do. But looks kind of like your standard paracord, nylon shoestring, that sort of thing. The clasp on it is plastic. I wish it was metal, frankly, but for the price, I can't complain. Hopefully you can see that there. Now, obviously that's meant for keys and such. Let me show you the other side. This side, which is my right and your left, would be the exact same clip on the end, but more of a ribbon-style flat piece there. And like I was saying, clearly these are for keys. That's what they intend these things for, so you can pull, you know, your spare set out and, you know, reach up to the door or wherever you need to. I wouldn't use it for that, probably. I think there's better uses. I think a small multi-tool or a small little Victorinox Swiss Army knife, something like that, with a little key ring back on attached, this would be a much better option. I think this kit would be perfect for fishing by the river, out by the pond, out in your kayak, wading out in the river fishing, that type of stuff. For a minimalist kit, that type of stuff, or just stuff you mess around the backyard with. I pull this thing and it's attached to my belt, let's assume, because that's where it's going to be. I zip it open, pull out my Swiss Army knife on this lanyard. If I'm out in the middle of a stream and I drop that Swiss Army knife or whatever little tool I've got, it's not going far, okay? Whatever I've got to use and manipulate, small tool-wise, multi-tool, etc. If I'm out in the high brush of the woods and worried about dropping something, losing it, again, keep it attached. Even if you drop it, doesn't matter. Again, I think this would be a great fishing application or when you're around water. So, especially with these little 2 things. So, that's actually the first thing that came to mind for me, other than keys. Yeah, keys are kind of lame. You should have a spare set stashed around the house anyway. So, alright. We'll start over here. My right, your left. This one's got the most little options here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little stretchy compartments for pins or thin items, pin lights, etc. Lots of options there. Have not fully figured out what I'm going to do with that, but I can do a lot. So here you got the biggest pouch on the thing, the main pouch, I would say. That's going to be fairly deep. No stretchiness here, though. There's no spandex effects, no rubberization, anything like that to elastic stretch it back, which I kind of wish it would have. But that way, you know, I can still put a fair amount of things in there. Got a lot of options for that. Again, have not figured out everything I want to keep in that yet, because I have not figured out exactly what kind of kit I want to make out of this. I'll probably make a few and show you guys. But anyway, so that's all that's on this side. One big pouch and your 5 little holders for Sharpies or smaller, thinner knives or whatever the heck you want. On this side, you see the mesh here? Well, flip it open. It's got some Velcro here and here, 2 little smaller strips, and you've got a clear plastic side on here. So if you've got identification cards, you know, hunting, fishing license, that type stuff, that's where I would probably keep that. It's got little holes here to push things out if you need to. Also got Velcro here at the base of it, which I'm sure you cannot see, to keep things in. Not the biggest chunk of gear. Again, I'd probably use that for identification or documents or small folded up map or whatever. So there's that. I had a few little strings hanging loose from this I need to trim up, but just didn't do that. So obviously said before, you got your 2 pieces of backside of the Velcro there to attach, whatever. And you got 2 small pouches here, obviously half the size of this one, stitched in with a little seam here in the middle. Again, no elastic stretch to it at all. Kind of wish it did have that, but again, for the price, can't complain. Obviously here it says Condor. Here I could put a decent sized flashlight like that Nebo red line or the blue line that I like a lot, something like that. Some glow sticks, whatever. Maybe a full-size multi-tool. A lot of options for that too. So that's it. That's the whole little Condor Molle Pocket Pouch, which I think is great for 10 bucks. Again, I have not used it yet just because I've been busy and have not had the chance to mess around with it yet. Just don't know what I'm going to make out of this. Like I said, it came in 4 colors. I just got the black because I just could not make up my mind. Reasonably small. Make a very nice little pack if you're a runner or just messing around the backyard, jogging around the neighborhood and want at least a little bit of gear around just in case. It's going to do the job. A little addition beyond your standard pocket size, you know, options. You can handle a little bit bigger stuff, a little bit better weight, you know, a little more versatility for 10 bucks. I like it. I like it a lot. MD Prepper, out.